Hey guys, so for those of you who are just starting out learning some anatomy, we're going to do some quick directional terms. So first we have superior, which is going to go up above your head. Next we have inferior, which is going to go down below your toes. So inferior is going to go down and then superior is going to go up. Next we have anterior and posterior. So anterior is going to be in front of you. So it's going to be in front, and then we have posterior, which is referring to going towards the back. Next we have ventral and dorsal. So don't get this confused with posterior and anterior. Anterior is meaning in front and posterior is in the back. Ventral and dorsal usually refer to which side of the body that they're going to be on. So ventral is usually talking about ventral is always talking about the front side of your body. So that's just going to be kind of the front of your abdomen and your chest. And then for dorsal, just kind of remember dorsal fin on the dolphin. So that's going to be this back part right here. Next we have caudal and cranial. So staying on the back, we have your cranial directional term, which is going to be towards your head. This is your head right here. And then caudal is going to be your tailbone. So for caudal, it can be referred to in horses. So caudal is going to be for the tail. So you have a tailbone. So that's going to be caudal, and then obviously cranial for your head. Next we have lateral and medial. In the science world with the human body, we like to cut things straight in half. So the body is going to get cut in half just like that. Medial is going to be pointing inwards towards the middle. So medial and middle. So that's going to be easy to remember. And then lateral is going to be pointing outwards. So for medial and lateral, just remember your sternum is right in the median. So we're going to be medial right here. And then you're going to be more lateral the farther you get out towards your shoulder and your arm. So Tiny Tim's hand right here is very lateral to his ribs here on his abdomen. Next we have distal and proximal. Okay guys, this is a little bit more intermediate. So distal is going to be farther away from your point of attachment. So whatever attaches that limb to the trunk and torso of your body is where the limb is going to be. It's going to be more distal than something that's closer towards your attachment to the rest of your body. So we can say that the hand is distal to your shoulder because your shoulder is more proximal than your hand. So your shoulder is where your arm attaches to your body, so this is going to be your point of attachment right here. Same with your leg. Your hip is going to be more proximal than your foot, and your foot is going to be more distal than your hip. For the last one, we have deep and superficial. I have not opened up Tiny Tim, but to get an idea, your skin is superficial, so when you scratch your skin, it is a superficial wound. If you get stabbed, then it's going to go deeper into the muscle and organ, so it's going to be deep inside of your body. So that's going to be a deep wound. Okay guys, that's our directional terms. Let's go over our planes and we'll be done. So we have our transverse plane that's going to cut you right in half from top and bottom and is going to separate you from top to bottom. Next we have our frontal plane. This one is going to go straight down the side of your body. It's going to cut you back and forward. So the forward and back of you are going to be cut. I will try to find some pictures of the frontal plane, the transverse plane, and the next planes that we're going to go over. So we have our mid-sagittal. So when your professor asks you, mid-sagittal is going to be directly down the middle of you, and it's going to cut you in even halves of left and right. If they just say sagittal, you can assume that it's going to be anywhere in the body, just cutting you left and right, but it's not going to be straight down the middle all the time. If they say mid-sagittal, then for sure it's going to be straight down the middle, but if they just say sagittal, then assume that it's not going to be right in the middle. If they say sagittal and there's only one line in the middle, take it, but if they don't and they have mid-sagittal as an option and the line is going straight down the middle of the body to cut it left and right, you're gonna assume it is mid-sagittal, okay guys? Don't forget that. And then we have our oblique that's gonna cut us at an angle. So if you were to be cut at an angle, that would be oblique, because frontal, transverse, sagittal, and mid-sagittal all cut you in straight lines. Once there is an angle involved, you are automatically oblique. Okay guys, I hope that was good enough for you guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment, like, and subscribe.